Hello everyone, it's Mr. Demonology again, and I'm going to be reviewing these Clow decks that I got basically from Etsy, I guess. They're made by a person on Etsy. I'm going to have a link in the description below, so if you decide you might want to purchase these, I'll have a link directly to the seller. But in any case, I'm going to just be reviewing these and talking about them because they are absolutely fantastic. Now these are fan made. This is very sturdy. Like, it's very sturdy boxes. They're very thick. Like, you can stand them up, like, and have them on display even if the cards aren't inside of the box. Like, it's very, very high quality. It's like super high production. The person who created this was like obsessed with like attention to detail. It is like perfect. Like, nothing looks rushed or like halfway done. This is a magnetic clasp. It's really nice. It's really well made. Even this fabric is kind of thick too. It's kind of bolted in there a little bit. I've had this for a really long time now. I think over a year, and it has practically no wear and tear, even though I'm constantly using the deck. I don't always keep the cards inside. I usually just have this sitting on a shelf as a display piece, because it stands up so easily on its own, perfectly like that, you know. Now on the inside it looks like this, you know. It's just a flat panel and just a space for the cards. Now the cards themselves are really, really nice to be holding in your hands. Like, I mean, like, the quality, the material they're made out of is some kind of matte material. It's not a glossy material, and it feels really nice in your hands. The cards are also pretty thick. They're not flimsy at all. They feel like a really sturdy, I guess you could say. And not only that, but I've seen other decks online for much cheaper, like on Amazon or eBay or Wish or wherever. And I've seen people purchase other decks from other places for cheaper, and the boxes that they come in are like flimsy cardboard that will tear after like a few weeks. Like, they're not something you can really hold on to. And the cards themselves look like cheaply made. They look like poorly colored. Sometimes the art will even look a little bit blurry or not as nice as the original artwork, I guess. These are like perfect. Like, they are so well made. I think the artist redrew like each card meticulously and like hand painted everything, because everything looks so HD and clear. And they did an absolutely fantastic job with all of these cards. Everything looks so nice. Like, I absolutely am floored. Like, when I saw this online, I really wanted it, but when I saw it in person, it looked so much better. It was absolutely worth every single penny. And they're not super expensive. I mean, you get what you pay for. You're paying for the quality, and this is extremely high quality. Like, they're really absolutely worth buying. Now, this one I've only had for a few weeks, the Sakura deck, and there are some differences between this deck and this deck. Like, I mean, in the way that the creator created them, not the literal differences, because obviously this deck is pink. It's made the same way. It's very high quality. This is what the back looks like, and it has its own magnetic clamp also. Very strong magnet. And this is what the inside looks like. This deck, I've seen online that some decks, they come with an extra card, which is a card with a picture of Sakura on the card, I guess. It's not really a part of the deck though. Why won't this card come up? But it's just yeah, it's just like an extra card that comes with the deck. And oh, it's like really in there. Okay, sorry. Okay, but yeah, so obviously this deck has a card called the Nothing, because that's a part of that deck. That card is absent in this deck. This deck does not have the Nothing card. What it has is the Hope, and it has the Nameless card. First of all, that's the first difference this particular artist created this deck, and so it has these cards, which are part of the pink deck anyway. But not only that, but I guess it was something they couldn't make their mind up over, but it comes with 2 mirror cards. Now, I guess this would be more closer to like what would normally be in the deck. And then this one also has like the little hair ribbon colored. I just go ahead and use this one. I like it a little better. It's prettier, I guess. It looks nicer. So that's the one I use normally. Now this deck also has a similar card finish. It's matte. This one's extremely well made, but somehow this art is like even slightly more crisp. Somehow, like as perfect as I thought this deck was, these cards are even like more nicer, like the way they're printed. And then the only other, well, there are 2 other main things to mention with this pink deck, the Sakura deck. This card comes with the deck. Now this card is not in the anime, it's not in the manga, it's not a canon card. This is the card created by the creator, the artist who hand drew and created this fan-made deck, this fan-made kind of a replica sort of. Though they took some creative decisions with it, and I don't mind their decisions that they took with it. Now this card is called the Miracle. I think it's a very beautiful card. I think it's well drawn, well made. And unlike other pink Sakura decks that you get that come with like the card that just says Sakura with her picture, that's not really something you can use with the deck. This card kind of lends itself to being used in the deck as, you know, right along with all the other cards, which is really awesome to me because I actually use the Clow cards and Sakura cards for fortune telling. I've ascribed all the cards their own, you know, meanings, and so I can use them the same way somebody would use tarot cards or oracle cards. And I've given this card meanings as well, and I find it fits into the deck just fine. And I love that, you know, they did something different and created their own unique, you know, Sakura card for the deck. I thought that was really cool and a pretty creative idea. The other thing about the deck that's a little different than any other pink Sakura deck I've seen is the motif, you know, the star symbolism, because Sakura, you know, she's all about the stars. You know, she has her star wand and everything, and there are stars like in the art everywhere. Like a lot of the cards have like stars on their faces, on their earrings, stars on their bodies, and it's not just the cards with humans on them. Like there are stars incorporated into all of the cards. And if you look at the original artworks, like online, like that appear in the manga or even in the show, they don't have stars on them, not like that. At least not that I was aware of. And so these stars, they bring a small like splash of yellow onto these otherwise fully pink cards. And I am in love with that. And then along with like, because all the cards are basically like pink and purple, but the little bit of yellow like added onto the artwork makes it really stand out to me. Like, I don't know, it just looks really, really nice to me. Some cards are more, it's a more bigger change. Like the lock card has like a star front and center. Same thing with the this one, the maze. The whole bottom portion of the maze is shaped like a star, but I'm not mad at that at all. I actually really like it. At first, I wasn't sure about it until I really looked through the deck, and now I'm just absolutely in love with it. I think it's great. I thought it was a great addition. I thought it was like pretty subtle, kind of clever. It didn't take away anything from the artwork or the cards, and I felt like it added a little something to it. All in all, I am head over heels for both of these decks. I am so inspired by the artwork and how well made that these products are that I want to use them constantly. I haven't been able to go a day without using them or even just looking at them because they're so beautiful. This one, the loop is shaped like a star, which I thought was kind of odd, but an odd choice. But I don't know. But I love the deck anyway. Like, it's really good. Like, they're both really good. They're so well made. Like, if you are like a big fan, like a collector, you absolutely need to have it. Just for the quality alone, because they're so well made. Oops. But I'm going to post a video later. I mean, not literally later today, but in the near future, talking about the meanings I've ascribed to each one of the cards. So that way, if you decide you want to maybe consider using Clow cards for fortune telling, I know she did that in the show. She used them for fortune telling like once or twice. But if you actually want to use them on your own for fortune telling, I'm going to make a video, showing off the meanings I've ascribed to each one of the cards. So that way, if you want to go down that route, you can do that. And I figured people might like that. So yeah, this has just been my review for the Clow Deck and the Sakura Deck that I got off of Etsy. And I'm extremely happy with these cards. They are beautiful, well made. There was a lot of attention to detail. The packaging is high quality, the cards are high quality, the card stock is really sturdy. Like, the packaging can be used for decoration because it's so well made and it stands up on its own very easily. Like, overall, I give this product like a 10 out of 10. If you are a fan and you're considering buying a deck, or if you already have a deck and you want to upgrade it, like, this is the way to go. So this has been the my review for these cards. My review for the Clow and Sakura cards for this person on Etsy. So I'm going to post a link to this Etsy shop in the description below. This is not a sponsored video. I'm just a huge fan, and I figured I would go ahead and share this because I'm just in love with this product. So thank you all for watching this video. This has been Mr. Demonology, and I will see you all in the next one.